You see now shaping the layers of the wool thing. Now it starts. It's still like a really first step, but I try to make some kind of wall out of it. And even people can sit here and watch it through the net at the end. It's a growing process. I am not really 100% sure how it looks at the end, but I know which direction I have to go. And it's even a surprise for me and for the people who are working with me in this.
With this new kind of music, or this contemporary music, I felt that to invite Nandor, who creates composition in time as a composition, musical composition, is for me, it works pretty well. So we had the musicians working on the piece, and we had Nandor working at the same time in the space. And for me, it's always like influencing each other.
Donc tu peux aller à court avec direct.
And this was a big chance to here at the Philharmonie try out with a big and a great space what's the possibilities of rearranging space in between the sound that is produced and the audience going around, and by noticing how the sound is resonating different and how my own vision of what is happening will change.
It's just like allowing us some sort of enhanced experience of how to listen to music, but also how to feel music and how to see music. I'm really saying it. It's the visual aspect of music, and to be able to change our perspective, to feel closer to the sound, to feel further away, to walk around sound, and that excitement of wanting to touch sound. That's, I think, a very important element of the music of nowadays, and that's why we have made also very subtle choices about what is on the program. It's music that allows us to enter with our reservoir of creativity. It's something very individual. I've been absolutely fascinated recently by the sound world of Aureliano Cattaneo, and he was as kind as to write an almost 25-minute, half an hour long piece, and it's music that has wit and it has charm and it has joy, it has virtuosity, it has consciousness for the detail. Quelqu'un qui vraiment connaît le métier, someone who really has full control of the craft and plays with this.
The work for ensemble is called Deserti. The title is a reference to madrigal from an Italian composer of the Renaissance, Luca Marenzio. The idea to have this work as a reference is there is at the beginning with a chromatic line, which is a kind of horizon, and then this line goes to a kind of climax and go back. So that was interesting me because I was trying to find a way to give a shape of this to this piece. So I thought that this idea of chromatic line was good to have not a horizon, but on the contrary to have as a background, as a skeleton of the formal. Five and 9, 6.
Then you're trini.
Yeah, like a glissando. It's like a written glissando, and at the very end the cushion.
More explosive at the end.
Yeah, but it has to be very, very fine.
Yeah.
The process of these days of rehearsal was very intense, especially when everything is so packed, and then there is all the time the clash between your imagination and the real sound. Not because there is a big difference, but also it's the shock to have physically what you had in your minds for many months during the creative process. It also is very special because all the time you understand as a composer that you need the musician to give life to your music.
It looks like a synapses in the brain, like thoughts or ideas, and then people has a link to it, you know, and then even the shape starts to develop in this space because it's a kind of natural thing. And I start something to let it grow. It's like an ivy, you know, it goes for the sun, looking for a way to survive, to have strength. The title is Corda, a work for piano and electronic. We used this technique of put a transductor on the resonance table of the piano. The resonance table works as a speaker. So the sound, everything is coming out from there. It's like a trompe l'oreille. Don't know sometimes if it's the pianist or the machine who is playing. The idea to have a very strong relation and melting with the electronic sound and the piano sound. Here. Maybe just make the mix, maintain a bit more the pedal.
I make lights. I make lights to bring things, room, persons, musicians, the art, what Nando make in persons, and then discuss over modern and new time and tradition. We have the tradition, music, and citizen, and we have the new time and the new music, and so. And there's a discuss. In the concert, there's no line, so a straight line, so you have to look at this, then you have to look at this. It's very open, and because of the music and the silence, I think you not really try to move, yeah? So maybe the light helps you to move without really moving, yeah? Your thoughts has to go around, yeah, and the light will help you for this. Yesterday we find the way to bring this structure in a sense of maybe there's an own person, there's an organic one, that's not only wool or what.
This is the last phase of the work. It starts to be weaving. It's like making a carpet.
It's like working as a spider.
you.